Good morning, and welcome to Vic and Vern Sports Show. Welcome to the Daily Sports Update Show. My name is Vic, and let's get into the show this morning. Look, today's topics: football, the results, all the tables. It's Table Tuesday, of course. NFL playoffs, the last game of the wild card was played last night. NBA, NHL, that stuff is hotting up. The race for the playoffs. Then we have some sumo, snooker, cricket, NCAA basketball. Formula One, the first testing yesterday. Audi tested their new car yesterday, looking good. We'll see. And those teams are going to start showing their new cars and everything within the next 2 or 3 weeks. Let's see. Good morning, Marnus. Congratulations to FC Liverpool. Marnus, a big fan of Liverpool. There you go. That's the topics. Let's get rid of the email. There we go. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. We're on our way to 130,000. 130,000. Never thought it would happen. There you go. Keep on liking, subscribing, and hitting the notification button. But let's get into it, boys and girls. There you go. So there were some football results last night. Or for you Americans, soccer. Morning, Isa. How are you doing? There you go. So Liverpool beat Barnsley 4-1. Sloboslai with a goal there. Frimpong, Wirtz, Ekitike all scoring. Then Celta de Vigo against Sevilla. Celta de Vigo winning 1-0. In the Italian Serie A, there were some games. Genoa beat Cagliari. The team Cagliari, if you don't know where Cagliari is, that is on the island of Sardinia. Then Juventus thrashed Cremonese 5-0. And, surprise, surprise, Paris Saint-Germain got knocked out of the French Cup. I think it's like the second round, so not good for them at all. 1-0. I can tell you now, the next person getting the sack is Luis Enrique. I can tell you that right now. Oh no, that's not good news, Mo. That's not good news. We're thinking about your mom. There you go. Then, English table, there you go. At the moment, Arsenal 6 points clear of Manchester City and Aston Villa. Liverpool in 4th, looking good for that 4th place. Brentford in 5th. Newcastle in 6th. Man United in 7th. Chelsea in 8th. Fulham 9th. And Sunderland starting to go down, but still got enough points that they don't have to worry. In 10th. Don't forget this weekend, the big derby, Manchester United against Manchester City. It is the Manchester Derby on the weekend. Live on this channel with me. I'm going to be doing the Carabao Cup this evening. That is Manchester City against Newcastle. That is a semi-final. I'll be doing that tonight. And tomorrow night I will be doing Chelsea against Arsenal, the other semi-final. There you go. Yes, we play Brighton in the 4th round. You see, so you would have played against Man United if we had beaten Brighton. So we would have fallen out in any case. There you go. Let's have a look at the Premier League. Premier League, yes. Premier League predictions this afternoon. 1700 with us. Put your predictions, give them to us, what you think is going to happen. Let me put it out there. That's the email. Send your email. Tell us your predictions for next week and challenge us, because we do have a competition going on there. If you score 15 points or more, you get a Vic and Vern Sports Chat t-shirts and a nice big box of Swiss chocolates to go along with it. So try to get that. I know Paul Terry's not going to win it because he can't tip to save his life. There you go. So let's have a look at the Spanish league quickly. While Barcelona 4 points clear of Real Madrid and Villarreal, Atletico Madrid looking good for that automatic Champions League qualifying spot there in 4th. But in Spain last night, yes, Xabi Alonso. Vaya con Dios, my friend. Real Madrid sacked him, and I'm telling you now, Real Madrid sacked Alonso, Man United sacked Amorim. I mean, you know what the big problem is? It's not these coaches. It's these fucking owners that know nothing about football. How can you sack Xabi Alonso? 2nd place in the Spanish league, only 4 points behind Barcelona. Played a fantastic game on the weekend. Were unlucky to lose to Barcelona in the Spanish Supercopa. Going to qualify for the next round of the Champions League. I don't understand it. You know what it is? Because the owners and these managing directors know nothing about football, but a little bit of pressure from the fans. Oh, we'll sack the manager. We'll put somebody else in there. But the big problem are the owners. I mean, look at our owners. Ratface and the 2 gnomes there in the Glazers. Get them out of these clubs, man. Get them out. Very easy. You can ask people. We've sent stuff to South Africa already, man. Not a problem. You just have to send me your address and then we'll send it to you. Not a problem. Worry about that when you make the 15 points, my son. Leave the rest to me. There you go. Honest, you won't win it. There you go. You know, it's another person that doesn't have to worry about it. Paul Terry, he's not winning it either. There you go. Let's have a look at the Italian league quickly. Inter and, the two Milano clubs on top there. Both only played 19 games. Juventus now in third, but a game more than Napoli. So if Napoli win their game, yes, it's going to be interesting there. It's a big fight all the way down to Roma. I think it's a 5-way battle for the title this year, which is really cool. Then in the Bundesliga, jawohl, guten Morgen, mein deutsche Freund. Bayern, 11 points clear already. I mean, you need a binoculars if you're Dortmund to catch Bayern. That's good. Back to school tomorrow. I like that. All children should be in school 24 hours a day. There you go. Team that has started to come up is Borussia Mönchengladbach. They're now in 10th. They were really relegation fodder for a while, but they're starting to come up there. But look, it's basically done and dusted in Germany. Then in the French league, or as I call it, the Baguette League, Lens still on top ahead of Paris Saint-Germain. Look, that's not good news for Luis Enrique. Not doing that great in the Champions League. They'll qualify. Got knocked out of the French Cup. Only second in the league. I can see him hasn't renewed his contract. They have contract disputes there. They're not happy with each other. That looks like a parting of the ways. There's sooner than later. There you go. In the Turkish league, I'm not calling it the Kebab League. No, it's good. Turkey is good, my friend. Galatasaray and Fenerbahce will fight it out for the title. Their Trabzonspor, I don't think, can really challenge them. The big one is Besiktas, all the way down in 5th, only with 29 points. Not good for the Turks. For the Turkish people of Besiktas. Then in the Dutch league, PSV, way out in front. That title's basically gone, followed by Feyenoord. Ajax are now in 3rd, but having a terrible season. My favorite team's not even in the top 10. Go ahead, Eagles. What's wrong with them? Then in the Portuguese league, Porto looking very good there, ahead of Sporting. Jose under a lot of pressure there at Benfica. Rumours are Jose could lose his job to Ruben Amorim. So we'll see what's going on there. And then don't forget tomorrow, AFCON, baby. Both the games live on the channel with Vern. Senegal against Egypt. Nigeria against Morocco, the hosts. I'm going for a Senegal-Morocco final. But we'll see. Most probably it's going to be Nigeria-Egypt now. Because I said that. There you go. Then we move into our North American sports block. Oh, the Steelers. Is that the end of Aaron Rodgers? Let me take a sip. Aaron Rodgers. Is that the last game that he played in the NFL? His Steelers lost big time to the Texans, 30-6. So now we know what the conference semifinals are going to be. Let's have a look at that. Morning Rose Garden. There you go. So the Broncos will take on the Bills. The Patriots will take on the Texans. The Seahawks will take on the 49ers. And the Bears will take on the Rams. I'm still going Patriots Seahawks final. I wouldn't mind a Patriots 49ers final either. I don't really care as long as the Patriots are in the finals. Then we move to the NBA. Some games there last night. Let me get that. I can give you some of the stats as well. There you go. NFL. NBA. So the Utah Jazz knocked off the Cleveland Cavaliers 123-112. K. George there with 32 points for Utah. Doing well. The Celtics, surprise, losing to the Pacers, 98-96. Pritchard at 23 for the Celtics. Siakam had 21 for the Pacers. 76ers had no problem with the Raptors, 115-102. Tyrese Maxey, once again the main man with 33 points. The Nets lost to the Mavericks. Michael Porter Jr., that's the way to pronounce that, had 28 points and 9 rebounds for a losing Nets team. Cooper Flag, he had 27 points for a winning Mavericks team. Good morning, Ronnie. The Lakers lose 3 in a row. They lose 124-112 to the Kings. DeRozan, the main man for the Kings, with 32 points. Luka Doncic had a big night, 42.7 rebounds and 8 assists. And they still lost to the Kings. LeBron, he had, I think, 22 points. Look, Lakers aren't winning any games, only with Doncic and LeBron. They need Austin Reeves to get healthy again, otherwise it's not looking good for them. And then the resurgence of the Clippers keeps on going. They beat the Hornets 117-109. James Harden, the man with the beard, 32 points, 10 assists and 4 steals. So that is looking very good at the moment there for the Clippers to make a playoff spot. They are, like I said, they are getting close. Let's have a look at the Eastern Conference quickly. Pistons still the team on top. They're 3.5 games ahead of the Knicks and the Celtics. The Raptors are still in the top 6. Philadelphia 76ers and the Orlando Magic. Like I said, Milwaukee will replace either Chicago or Atlanta or maybe even Miami if they don't pull up their socks. Charlotte, the Nets, the Wizards and the Pacers are for me done, cooked and over for this season. In the West, see how the West could be won. Oklahoma still 5.5 games ahead of San Antonio and Denver. Denver doing really well without Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray. So, yeah, doing well. Lakers starting to slide quickly there. They were always in second. Now they're all the way down to fifth already. I can see the Lakers. The Lakers won't make the top 6 in my eyes, but we'll see. Then the Clippers and the Mavericks are starting to pick up pace. The players are starting to get healthy. I think Clippers, Mavericks both make the playoffs. I think Memphis and the Trailblazers won't make the playoffs. Let's see if I'm right at the end of the season. Then the NHL. A lot of games last night. The reigning champion Panthers are also picking up pace there. That is good to see. They beat the Sabres 4-3. The Red Wings lost to the Hurricanes 3-4. The Kraken beat the Rangers 4-2. Kraken are doing well lately. Vern, keep an eye on your team, man. Lightning beat the Flyers 5-1. The Canadians beat the Canucks in a Canadian battle 6-3. The Devils beat the Wild 5-2. The Oilers beat the Blackhawks 4-1. The Avalanche took care of the Maple Leafs 4-3. And the Dallas Stars beat the LA Kings 3-1. What does that mean? Look, if we look out in the East, look, if you go from top to bottom, you take Carolina that is on the top and you take Columbus at the bottom, it's a 15-point difference. That's 5 games. That difference, and there's only half the season being played. So I still believe anybody has a chance. Columbus, Ottawa, New York Rangers, those guys go on a 3, 4, 5 game winning streak. All of a sudden they're in the playoffs. But it is looking good for Carolina, Detroit, the Lightning, and the Canadiens. In the West, before we get to the West, I want to go back to the East. Where are the Panthers? But the Panthers are, like I said, the Panthers have picked up pace in the last few weeks. The reigning champ. Colorado, the Colorado Avalanche are the team in the NHL, 73 points, way ahead of everybody else. They're doing well, followed by the Stars, the Wild, and the Golden Knights. I don't think that the Canucks will need a real big turnaround, and so will the Winnipeg Jets. Everybody else, I still think, is still in the hunt. St. Louis Blues are always famous for coming good in the second half of the season. So let's see if they can start picking up some wins there. Then we move into EuroLeague basketball. Yep, baby. Those games this week. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Check those out. We'll be starting doing games on Thursday. Yeah, that's still a week away. It's still a week away. Don't worry. So we'll be doing a few of those games. I think we're doing Bayern against Panathinaikos and Fenerbahce against Valencia, or Real Madrid against. I know we're doing Real Madrid against Barcelona. We'll see what we can do. You know, it's hectic. It's hectic. Let's have a look at the EuroLeague table. It's still Hapoel Tel Aviv ahead of Monaco and Valencia. Barcelona, they're all on 14 wins, but Hapoel has a game less. Fenerbahce could get to 14 wins. So it's very tight at the top of the thing. Top 10 make the playoffs. So the last team at the moment making the playoffs is Crvena Zvezda, also known as Red Star Belgrade for those. At the bottom, look, Partizan is cooked. Villeban is cooked. Anadolu is cooked. The others would need a little bit of a miracle buy-in. I think from Dubai onwards, they still have a chance for the playoffs. Is soccer tomorrow and Sunday? No. We have. Let me just finish this Eurobasket. We have Carabao Cup tonight. Tomorrow we have AFCON 2 games tomorrow. We have Manchester United on Saturday. So we got a lot. Manas, fuck off. 65. I'll donor you 65. Even if you win the tips, only half the chocolates are coming now. No, I'm just kidding. There you go. Let's go into sumo so I can make a fool out of myself once again by pronouncing these beautiful Japanese names. Konnichiwa to everybody in Japan. Hiroshima beat Takanoshu. So he's 2-0 at the moment. Watata Takage beat Takayasu. So they're both at 1-1. Kota Sakura doing well. He beat Ura. He's at 2-0. Yoshina Fuji lost to Oneshiki. Oneshiki also at 2-0 unbeaten. Horoshu, the Yokozuna, beating Ishii Yamamoto. So he's unbeaten. Hoshuro. Oho, he lost to Onosato, the other Yokozuna, 2-0, so that is looking good. Thank you, Mo. I am 21 going on 55. There you go. What is coming up today? Some interesting match. Daishu takes on Takayasu. Kirashima and Hakano Fuji, both 2-0. So somebody's going to 3-0 and somebody, it's going to be interesting to see that one. Ishii Yamamoto will take on Oneshiki. I can't see Oneshiki losing that one. Kota Sakura will take on Wakta Motohura. With Kota Sakura, you never know. He's a pesky bugger. You never know with him. If he feels like it, he's great. If he doesn't know, what the hell. Then Ura will take on Onosato and Horoshu will take on Yoshina Fuji. There you go. That is your your sumo. Don't forget, around about Thursday, I think Vern will be doing an update on that. But there we go. Then snooker, it is the players, it's the champions, masters there, whatever they call it. Dominated by the Chinese, man. Sean Murphy losing to Wu Yi's 6-2. Mark Selby losing to Zhao Yongdong 6-2. Mark Williams lost to Mark Allen 6-2. And Zhao Xingtang beat Gary Wilson 6-2. 6-2 seems to be the result these days, huh? There you go. Today, more. Kyron Wilson will take on Ji Yang Hu. John Higgins will take on Barry Hawkins. Judd Trump will take on Ding Zhonghui. And Neil Robertson will take on Chris Wacklin. Or the Wakelin. There you go. Now, that's good news. Good news. Jeez, first I got to do all these Japanese names. Sayonara. Now I got to do all these Chinese names. Chin Chong Chang. Or whatever. Bloody hell. It's getting to me, man. It's getting to me. Soon the Super Rugby starts and I got to start all over with the Fijians and the Samoans. There you go. Let's have a little look at the NCAA men's basketball. Big night there last night. Howard beat the Delaware State 84-58. Alabama State beat Alcorn State 81-66. Florida A&M beat Grambling 91-84. Prairie View A&M beat Arkansas Pine Bluff. Now they bluffed, 73-61. Southern beat Bethune Cookman 77-73. Maryland Eastern beat Norfolk 74-70. South Carolina State beat Coppin State 74-72. Houston Christian lost to Lamar 64-56. That is the first two there. There are another two coming up. My Lord. American University beat Navy 65-51. Incarnate Word lost to Stephen Austin 56-46. New Orleans beat Southeastern Louisiana 79-76. Rio Grande Valley lost to Northwestern State 64-63. McNeese beat Nichols 94-68. Texas A&M Corpus Christi, that is, beat Eastern Texas A&M 61-50. Texas Southern beat Mississippi Valley 84-51. And Alabama A&M beat Jackson State 100-91. Let's have a look at the rankings quickly there. Top dog still Arizona, ahead of Iowa State, UConn, Michigan, Purdue, Duke, and Houston. Nebraska, Gonzaga, and Vanderbilt are your top 10. So we'll see what happens there. That is kind of the morning show this morning. 20 minutes in the book already. Unfreaking believable. Had time has fly. But let me go back to plugging some stuff for this afternoon. Don't forget. Where is that? There you go. Oh, somewhere I've got it. I don't know where it is. The AFCON, AFCON, no, don't need the AFCON. Carabao Cup, England results. All right, don't forget. Carabao Cup later today. And then the Premier League prediction show at 5 o'clock. Join us for that. Remember to send your tips in at the email address at the bottom of the screen. Let us know. The competition is there to be won. Join us 1700 Central European Time, me and Vern, for Premier League predictions. All I can say is it's looking good for somebody. And Vern's predictions are as cuck as the South African rugby teams, man, at the moment. Vern is like the Bulls, the Stormers, and the Sharks all in one. He can't tip to save his life, man. I'm enjoying this. May it long last. There you go. Guys, have a beautiful morning. Cheers. Be safe.